Car dealership manager kicks out. Caitlin Clark, unaware. She is the new owner. On a sweltering afternoon in Sunville, Caitlin Clark pulled into the parking lot of Luxury Motors, the prestigious car dealership she had recently acquired. Her modest SUV contrasted sharply with the gleaming luxury vehicles lined up under the sun. Dressed in a simple gray hoodie, worn jeans, and sneakers, Caitlin had deliberately chosen a casual outfit. Her aim was to observe the dealership's operations without revealing her identity as the new owner. As she entered the air-conditioned showroom, the scent of leather and fresh wax greeted her. The atmosphere shifted subtly. Employees exchanged glances, their eyes briefly assessing her attire. Caitlin noticed the change but remained composed, her gaze taking in the rows of pristine cars. From across the showroom, Elena, a middle-aged woman with sharp features and an authoritative presence, approached. Her tailored blazer and polished heels spoke of professionalism. With a clipboard tucked under her arm, she addressed Caitlin with a tight smile. "Excuse me," Elena began, her tone cool. "Can I help you with something?" "Just here to look around," Caitlin replied casually, gesturing toward the vehicles. Elena's eyes scanned Caitlin from head to toe, her expression revealing skepticism. "Are you shopping for a car?" she inquired, her voice tinged with doubt. "Something like that," Caitlin responded, maintaining her calm demeanor. Elena's lips pursed. "Well, we cater to a very specific clientele here. Most of our inventory requires pre-qualification. Perhaps I could recommend—" Before she could finish, another employee called out, "Hey, Elena, the delivery guy is here." Elena's attention wavered momentarily but quickly returned to Caitlin. "You're assuming I'm not qualified?" Caitlin asked, raising an eyebrow. Elena hesitated briefly before responding. "I'm just trying to save you some time. These vehicles start at 6 figures. Maybe I can direct you to—" "That's quite the assumption," Caitlin said softly, her expression steady. Elena faltered for a moment but regained her composure. "I'll be back with a list of options," she stated, turning on her heel and walking away briskly. Caitlin watched her go, her expression unreadable. She turned back to a sleek silver coupe, her reflection mirrored in its glossy finish. This was going to be an interesting day. As Caitlin stood in the center of the showroom, her gaze drifted over the lineup of cars. She wasn't one to jump to conclusions, but Elena's dismissive attitude was hard to ignore. Around her, the staff had resumed their conversations, though she caught the occasional glance in her direction. Elena returned a moment later, her clipboard clutched tightly. "All right," she said, stopping a few feet away from Caitlin. "I've compiled a few options that might be more suitable for your situation." Caitlin tilted her head slightly. "My situation?" Elena replied, her tone clipped. "These are more accessible models, reliable, economical, and practical." She handed Caitlin a printout of pre-owned vehicles, each with detailed descriptions and price tags, well below the dealership's typical offerings. Caitlin took the list without a word, her eyes scanning the page. A used sedan, an older SUV, a compact hybrid. Her lips twitched in faint amusement, but she quickly hid it, folding the paper and tucking it into her pocket. "Appreciate the effort," she said evenly. Elena seemed momentarily disarmed by her response, but quickly recovered, her hands resting on her hips. "Listen," she said, her voice dropping as if she were about to share a secret. "I'm just trying to be realistic with you. Luxury Motors isn't for everyone. I don't want to waste your time." Caitlin met her gaze, her expression calm but unwavering. "And what exactly makes you think I'm not your target customer?" Elena hesitated, but only for a split second. "I've been doing this a long time. I can tell when someone's out of their depth." "Out of their depth?" Caitlin repeated, her voice neutral, almost thoughtful. "Interesting." The tension in the air was palpable. Caitlin took a step back, her hands in her pockets. She glanced around the showroom once more before pulling out her phone. "Yeah, it's me," she said into the phone. "I'm at the dealership. Everything's fine, just a little misunderstanding. Could you let them know I'm here?" She ended the call and turned to Elena. "They'll be here shortly." Elena's eyes narrowed, confusion flickering across her face. "Who will be here?" Before Caitlin could respond, the dealership's regional director, Vincent, entered the showroom. He immediately spotted Caitlin and approached with a warm smile. "Miss Clark," he greeted her, extending his hand. "It's great to see you. I wasn't expecting you today." Caitlin shook his hand, her expression calm. "Just thought I'd drop by and see how things are running." Vincent turned to Elena, who stood frozen in place. I see you've already met our new owner. Elena's face turned pale, her eyes wide with shock. You're the new owner? Caitlin nodded. Yes, I am. The showroom fell silent. Employees stopped what they were doing, their attention drawn to the unfolding scene. Elena opened her mouth to speak, but no words came out. She looked down, visibly shaken. Caitlin addressed the gathered staff, her voice steady. I came here today dressed casually for a reason. I wanted to experience what a potential customer might feel walking through these doors. What I experienced today was disappointing. I was judged not for what I could bring to the table, but for how I looked. Her words resonated with everyone present. The message was clear. Preconceived notions about customers based on appearance had no place in her dealership. Elena, still visibly shaken, stepped forward. Miss Clark, I misjudged you. For that, I'm truly sorry. Caitlin nodded. Apology accepted. But let this be a lesson for all of us. We must treat every customer with respect, regardless of their appearance. In the days that followed, Caitlin implemented new training programs focused on inclusivity and customer service. Elena, given a second chance, embraced the changes wholeheartedly. Luxury Motors transformed into a dealership known not just for its high-end vehicles, but for its commitment to treating every customer with dignity and respect. This story serves as a powerful reminder that appearances can be deceiving, and judgment based on external factors is both harmful and counterproductive. It also highlights the importance of accountability and the necessity for leadership that is both compassionate and firm. As Luxury Motors embarks on this new chapter, it's clear that Caitlin Clark's vision for the dealership isn't just about selling high-end cars. It's about creating a welcoming and inclusive space for all customers, no matter their background or appearance. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm excited to hear what you think. Until next time.